Good morning, everyone. NWA Prepper here. I saved you the embarrassment of changing my t-shirt to a dry t-shirt, and a little wet. So this morning was an exciting time. This was Scout's first trip driving his dad around. And of course I picked a terrible time to do it. It is, of course it's 6 in the morning. And it's raining, and it's been raining, and it's 30 something degrees. It's above freezing. It's above freezing, way above freezing. 39. And I had him drive me up to his grandmother's house. And we had a few normal morning hiccups. People trying to drive too fast around us and not wanting to share the road. Normal traffic things. The things that we take for granted as drivers. He did really well. I'm proud of him. And he didn't scratch the gray part, so that's pretty much my rule is don't scratch the paint and everything else can be okay. With the rain, it's rainy and it's cold and it's definitely can be dangerous weather. How are you today? Right now, something happens, you've got to leave the house, you got to feed the chickens, you got to go work on the car, you got to go out in the yard, you got to go do something. How are you set for being safe and comfortable as you go out there? Do you have rain gear? Do you have cold weather gear? Can you be comfortable outside? For a lot of people, they've got light jackets and and maybe an umbrella or a light rain jacket. Because, well, I'm only going from my house to the car and the car to the house. And I understand the logic. I totally do. I wear shorts most of the time. And have a light jacket. But if you need to be ready to be out there for an extended period of time. If only because the project you're doing may take a long time and you don't want to be uncomfortable as you handle whatever project you're doing. More importantly, for if there's an emergency, if you leave your house in the dead of night because there was an emergency, you need to have, you just need to have a good rain jacket. Maybe it's got a liner or you've got a layering system to keep you warm and dry. It's really important. And though it may not be important in your apartment to car and car to work life, it's important if that's ever disrupted. For whatever reason. It's been raining for a couple days and it's gonna rain for another day. Where we're at, we could get flooding. And when we get flooding, there are roads that become impassable. And there are even more roads that shouldn't be passed. And so you may be stuck out somewhere for a while. Power may go out. All kinds of things. You just need to be ready for inclement weather. And I know that there are some of you going, well, I live in South Texas. I don't need winter weather gear. So adjust this for you. though I still think you need to be ready for cold weather. Where I live in Northwest Arkansas, NWA Prepper, we often have temperatures such as today. It's 39 degrees and it's raining. So it's a cold rain. It's very dangerous for hypothermia. It's very uncomfortable even if you're not hypothermic. So you need to be ready for cold weather. And I know now's not the best time to buy it because it's all right on the shelf and right at full price and stuff like that. And I understand that. But put 50 cents a week back during the year, you know, or skip a cup of coffee, you know, the same things I always say when you're trying to save for something for preparedness. But a good rain jacket, a good raincoat isn't just emergency gear. It's everyday gear. You need to get something of decent quality that will last you a long time if you take care of it. It does not have to be a North Face Extreme Polar Superman blah 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 impervious. Though those are great. I mean, there's lots of places you can get store brand products or off-brand gear that's okay. That's good. Yes, I would love to have a 3-layer Columbia system. Would love it. Or a guideware from Cabela's. That's what I like. But I don't. And shopping for me is almost assuredly more difficult than shopping for you. So if I can find rain gear that works for me, so can you. Make sure you have it. Make sure you take care of it. You don't just wad it up in the closet or under the back seat. You want to make sure that it's serviceable and clean and available. But you need to have it. You need to have a set of gloves and a hat. You need to have those. Because if you have to go outside in some place like today, where it's rainy and in the 30s or colder, it can be miserable if not life-threatening. So get you some cold weather gear, get you some good rain gear, and take pride in it. Keep it handy. Don't bury it off in the back closet. I know in June, July, and August, most people don't need cold weather rain gear. That's why I like the layering systems. But I want you to be dry, and I want you to stay warm. So think about it. Don't be caught out in this without it. And think about the things that could extend the time that you're outside, from changing a tire, you know, just all kinds of things. It doesn't have to be EMP and all of a sudden you're trapped in the middle of nowhere. It can be normal everyday stuff too. Stay dry. Let's get ready.